Are you thinking about putting your house on the market or thinking about purchasing a home and wanting to know what's going on in the Colorado market as we get ready to kick off for the spring season? Well, this video today is going to give you a market update of what's going on in the Denver metro area for the month of March. Hey y'all, it's your girl Shelbi, aka the Real Estate Diva broker, owner of the R.E.D team in Denver, and your tatted agent. Today I'm going to be presenting you with the market report for the overview of the real estate market for March 2023. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment in the comments section below. As always, you can check out my contact information below. You can schedule a one-on-one real estate consultation if you have any questions in regards to buying, selling, investing, or even my rent-to-own program. Then please don't hesitate to click on that link below and schedule a one-on-one appointment with myself. Now, without further ado, let's get into March 2023 market report. All right, guys. So, as we get more into the spring buying season, it hasn't kicked off 100% yet, but it is getting quite busy as the weather gets warmer and we get closer to kids getting out of school. You're going to see more people diving into the market, both for buying and selling. So, although I'm not seeing people, the huge bidding wars, 5 people bidding over one house and people offering $50,000 over asking. Not seeing that yet, but the competition is out there. If the house is in good shape and it's priced right, you might see a bit of competition. One other highlight I want to let people know, I've been going down to the Colorado Springs and doing some business down there, and the Springs market is in full effect. Now there you are seeing competition with a little bit of a bidding war starting to take place, and I can only suspect it's going to get even worse as we get more into the season, just because their prices are a little bit lower. You've got people coming in from either coast that don't mind an hour to an hour and a half commute if they can get something at a good price that's decent, and also be a little bit closer, feel like you're in the mountains. So just that little tidbit for you about what's going on in the Colorado Springs market. So let's go ahead and dive into my market report for March 2023. All right, guys, first up, we're going to talk about closed listings. And closed listings throughout the Denver metro area are up for the second consecutive month of this year. However, compared to other March in other previous years, we are lower on this. We are on the lower side for closed listings as of March 2023. But don't let that deter you from putting your house on the market or even going out there and looking for homes. The Denver metro area housing market is still really hot. Like I said before, you're not going to see those high people paying $40,000-$50,000 over, but if the house looks good, there's going to be competition, so you want to keep that in mind. Moving on to closed prices. Overall, throughout the Denver metro area, closed prices were down 6% over last year at the same time. And that's just due to what I said, high demand and bidding wars. But I've got good news. Over last month, prices have increased for the second consecutive month this year. So that's a good thing. And also, sellers are getting 99.4% of their asking price when people are making offers on their properties, because as I said, the market is still strong, guys. So just something else that you want to keep in mind, don't be going out there and lowballing these prices, especially if the house is in good shape and it's priced right. Do not go out there and be lowballing these prices and expect that you're going to get a deal just because the prices are down from last year or the year before. Our market in Colorado is still very, very strong. Okay, moving on to days on the market. So homes are sitting on the market, according to R.E.D Colorado's data, sitting on the market 1 week longer than they did in March of 2022, as well as March of 2021. However, buyers are getting in there and they are executing contracts 16 days quicker than they did in February and almost 3 weeks sooner than they did in January. All right, guys, now we're going to move on to new listings for March of 2023. New listings that were brought to the market in March were higher for the third consecutive month in anticipation of the busy spring buying season that's coming up. But overall, from last year at the same time, new listings were down 17%. So what I want to tell you with that, I want to explain something to you, a couple of things. We have this thing with the sellers that are making them a little bit hesitant to put their property on the market because they have such low interest rates. Yes, interest rates are higher than we have seen in years, which was kind of a fluke. That's not normal. And actually where interest rates are right now is a normal interest rate. We just haven't seen it in a very long time. And in Colorado, we hardly ever see a high interest rate and a high price for the house as well. So that is deterring a lot of sellers from putting their homes on the market. So with that said, with lower inventory, it's going to continue to drive those prices higher. The lower the inventory is, the higher the prices are going to get. So that's just something else, another little tip that I want to pass on to you, thinking about when you're thinking about jumping into this market this spring. There is going to be competition. I don't care what anyone says. Interest rates are higher, yet people still got to move. People still got to move. And there are people coming here every single day because Colorado's gorgeous. So you're going to always have that competition until our inventory numbers get to where they need to be. So just another little tip for you guys. All right, brings us to pending listings. So home buyer activity is up for the third consecutive month, which can attribute to the beginning of the buying season. In March, we've seen 22% more contracts executed on homes than we did in February. However, the number of homes in pending status is definitely down from what it was last year at the same time. It's down about 13%. And it's just attributed to what I've been talking about, guys. So it doesn't mean this market's in decline, doesn't mean we're going into a recession or anything like that. It's just got to get people used to a higher interest rate and a higher price tag for properties in the Denver metro area. But it's well worth it. I don't see that we're going to see any huge drops in appreciation or that we're going to be going into a bubble, housing bubble like we did experience in 2008. So don't let that deter you. Now we'll move on to activity by price range. According to R.E.D Colorado data, the most buyer and seller activity was in that price range between $500,000 and $600,000. Throughout the month of March, there were 800 homes that sold and a total of 998 homes that were brought to market. So what I can tell you, and homes in this price range of $500,000 to $600,000, we're on the market for just a little under 2 weeks. So I want to caution you, homeowners, when you put your house on the market, do not think that you're going to go, it could, but more than likely don't think it's going to go that first weekend. If the thing is, it's got to be priced right. It's got to look good. And it's got to have all the bells and whistles for it to get a lot of showings, turn a lot of heads, and get a lot of interest. So I'm just going to tell you that up front. But I also want you to be gentle and kind with your real estate agent if you don't get an offer within the first 24 hours or that first weekend that the property has been on the market. Because what we're seeing statistically is that homes are staying on the market in that price range for just under 2 weeks. Now, in the lower price ranges, of course, you're going to see some activity. There's not a lot of houses that are in the lower price range, but most of those homes that you're going to see in the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 price range are homes that might need a little bit of work, not big homes, not going to be for large families, not going to have a lot of square footage. So just keep that in mind. And there's probably going to be a lot of competition for that until the the salaries catch up with the price of housing. You're going to see people out there looking for a deal. Everybody's always looking for a deal. So just keep that in mind. But when you're at that price level too, and you're looking at a house, don't be surprised if there's a lot of work that needs to go into that house. So that's another little tidbit. Take it easy on that agent that's showing you those properties, and just get it in your head that homes that are in the lower range are going to need a little bit more work. Moving on to active listings and volume. Active listings is going to be the number of listings that are available for sale or standing inventory at the close of each month. So at the close of March, the number of active listings was 166% more than March of 2022. And the gross sales volume was down 21% over last year at the same time due to a decrease in sales. Like I said, and I've been saying, guys, just because these numbers have come down, the past couple of years right before COVID, the market was kind of in a weird place. And that's not always how the market goes, where you have those hot buying seasons where that doesn't happen every year. That was a fluke. But it's still a strong market. I'm going to stand by it. It's still a strong market. Don't sleep. And don't say, I'm going to wait until interest rates go down, or say I'm going to wait until prices go down, because this is Colorado here. And everybody wants to move here. And so people are going to do whatever to get their family in here to this beautiful city. So I don't want people sitting on the fence thinking the interest rate's going to go down, because we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know if that's going to happen or when that's going to happen. So you need to strike while the iron's hot and get out there and maximize your buying time. Maximize your time during this season. Don't wait. This is all I can say to you guys, is do not wait. All right, lastly, we're going to talk about the rental market. In March, 411 new rental listings were added to R.E.D Colorado's MLS. That's 75% more than last year at the same time. And the number of leased properties is up 68% over last year at the same time. So what does that tell me? That tells me that people are maybe being priced out of the market because the interest rate is high, and so they're going to a rental because it's lower than what their mortgage would be. So if you are in the market to buy and the high interest rate is pricing you out of the market to get into a home, please do not let that deter you. Pick up the phone and call the Real Estate Diva. I have 2 great rent-to-own programs where you get to go out and shop for the home just as if you were going to buy it for yourself. A company will lease it back to you, and while you're in the home of your dreams, you can save money, fix your credit, do whatever it is that's keeping you from buying right now this year, and you don't have to worry about the price of your home going up next because you're waiting for certain events in your life to change. You get locked in at a price, and you will see that price spread out over the term of your contract. So please keep this in mind, guys, and give me a call. I can help you. Give the Real Estate Diva a call. I can help you with one of my great rent-to-own programs. Continuing with the rental market stats, the median price per bedroom and the median price per square foot was lower last year than it is this year. And also, rental properties that are available for lease stayed on the market an average of 6 days longer than they did last year at the same time. So, little bit of history. Okay. The reason why there's the high prices for rentals is because during 2008, when the mortgage crisis hit, everybody stopped building. And so now as a state, we are playing catch up. And so we don't have enough rentals. We don't have enough properties to buy. And so it's just a very unbalanced market right now. But I want to tell you, don't despair. If you are looking for a rental because you've been priced out of the market because of the interest rate and you want to wait until the interest rate declines a little bit, don't hesitate to call me for my rent-to-own program. You can be in that program for 1 year or up to 5 years. I don't recommend 5 years, but you have time, whether it be because of your credit, down payment. You get to go out with me, select the house, tour the homes, Select the one that you like, just as if you were going to buy it. Then an investor comes back and does a lease back to you. You get to be in the home of your dreams, get it at this year's price, get locked in at this year's price while you're waiting for interest rates to come down, or you're waiting for to save up for your down payment, or to get credit straight, or whatever the situation is. 2 years on 2 years time frame on work, whatever your situation is, I have a program for you. I can help everyone. So I am not just here to buy and sell and invest. I am here with the rent to own programs as well. So hope you guys found that this information was helpful. I like bringing these monthly market reports to you, just so in lay terms, so you can understand a little bit more than reading it off of paper, what's going on. And that's my contribution to you guys. One of my contributions to you guys this month. So with that being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Like I said, check out my contact information. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all my current content. Thanks for tuning in today, and keep smiling.